Aloha everyone, my name is Panini U-thaiwan and today I'm going to do a study case on Trader Joe's. I will go with the quick overview about Trader Joe first and then I will go over the marketing research they did. Okay, first, Trader Joe is American chain supermarket like a grocery store. So recently they got ranked as the favorite supermarket in variety of categories in 2013, and they also got picked as the second best supermarket in the country in 2012. So mostly Trader Joe are located in the U.S., mostly in California, Illinois, New York, and there's one in Utah. They something that can make Trader Joe unique is that their product have their own private label items. That mean that the product come out of their own, like in Trader Joe brands. They have like so many different kind of brands like Trader Joe, Trader Ming's, and stuff. So basically, all of their product come as a private label, private items. So if you go in Trader Joe's and you want Coca-Cola, you might not able to find Coca-Cola in that store because they don't have product that have like infamous brand like that. So yeah, that is something that make Trader Joe unique, and they keep the brand image as neighbor grocery store, which mean that they are really low tech. So they don't have their website, they don't have their own social media. They still do their checkout as like they don't have a self checkout. They still have a person to go check out. It's kind of like old fashioned kind of store like that. Yeah, that's a quick overview of Trader Joe's and how their businesses are running. So as I go over their marketing research, I found that they don't, in this case study that I read, they don't really do anything to solve that problem they have. But so Trader Joe's say that they claim that 80% of their customers had attended college. The company described its target market as intelligent, educated, inquisitive individual. It's focused on people who were health conscious, enjoy travel, and like trying new things. So Trader Joe came up with a number at 80% of the customer had attained college. So from what I see is that they may do the client side research, that they conduct the research within the organization, that they can bring the information that from the employees. The employees might conduct surveys or something, because they do not tell where this 80% come from. So I assume that it's client side research, that they do research on their own on how many customers come in every day in store, what type of that person, kind of like that, what question they might ask the customer, because as it mentioned in the case study that they do not have the membership card. So it's kind of harder to collect the information from that, because some of the company does that, like Foodland, that they collect the information on what people buy and stuff like that. But I think this one they might do their own research on client side research on. So basically, the company was doing this research to seeking to understand the customer distribution, computers, or environment. Um, because as I mentioned that I don't think they seem to solve a problem in this marketing research, but I think they tend to understand the customers more because as I mentioned before that they kind of like old school category store that grocery store that they don't have their own website. They do not have social media, and they also do not have advertisement. They don't hire outside PR to do advertisement for their store. Also, they only do the fearless flyer that come out like 3 times in a year. So it's kind of harder for them to, get the new customer that come in. So the customer might like have to be based on their customer loyalty and old customer that usually shop in store. So this research will help them to be able to understand the customers and environment better. Yeah. So they conduct the client side marketing research that searching for um, relationship analysis between, as I mentioned, that they say 80% of their customers had attended college. So they conduct this research to find analysis that allow insight in multiple relationship among variables. And two variables that they were looking for was customer educations and customer choices. These are two variables that they conduct research for. So basically, it's meaning that there's a they're saying that there's a positive correlation between them, between the level of education of the customers and customer choices. So they said that people who educated, they tend to, be aware of their health because the product come from like farmers and more healthy stuff that don't, is not like the famous brand like that. So yeah, so let's say that they were health conscious and they like to travel and they want to try the new things. This is this is something that they said about the customer choice. So they conduct research finding this relationship between the level of education and customer choice and how they relate that, and to be able to understand the customer better. And they also mentioned that Trader Joe's locate this store nearby, like college or somewhere that people have education because the customers are mostly educated and these people are the target market. Yeah, that's what the marketing research conduct about. So they don't seem like they're solving a problem, but they conduct research to be able to seeking to understand the customers, and they were finding the relationship between education and customer choices. Yeah, that's what I'm saying on their marketing research. Um, so they didn't mention that how they will collect the data for their research, but I think that they might collect the data from the survey. They can collect the data from the survey that they might have their employees go around the store and maybe ask their customers or just doing observation on what that customer look like, male, female, they look like they're college student or not, they carrier, because they have mentioned that some of the customers are like professors too. So So they might conduct a survey inside the store on the shelf, like DIY survey, DIY research that they conduct on their own. Also, they have used the public data from Fortune. Fortune is a magazine that they publish the information about Trader Joe's sometimes. So they may use the public data from this magazine to use as their market research in there. Yeah, that's what that's what I think that how they might conduct the research. And so one thing that I learned from them is that Trader Joe is kind of like old-fashioned store that it's made harder for them to conduct research because as this one, they want to be able to seeking the understanding of the customer and maintain, their loyalty of the customer. But it's mentioned that they don't have membership card, which so their store do not do the discount. So that's like their price is already low already. So they say they don't need to do a membership card. So I think that membership card would be my suggestion for them to help them to conduct research really easier, because in the membership card it can collect the data on what customer purchase, or what type of customer they are, how many times they come a day, or what type of people that come and buy stuff in the store. Yeah, I think membership card would be another way that they can use to collect the data inside the company. And also, so they were talking about the future growth of Trader Joe on how they will do in the future. So as I mentioned, that they do not have their own website, they do not have social media, they do not do advertising. So I think Trader Joe is kind of like losing their opportunity over the social media, because nowadays social media has played as an important role in marketing. So they are losing opportunity on turning the new customer into the store. But so I think, and there's like so many people that were talking about Trader Joe's, and they're like, interested in Trader Joe's, but they do not have kind of like information about them. They it's kind of hard to get the information from Trader Joe's. So I think that social media and website can be another source that they can use to conduct their future research that they might have to do to solve a problem in the future in their growth. So I say that they may not have potential in the future growth, because they company is kind of like old-fashioned, and it might not work in the future if they don't have like social media and stuff. So I would suggest they having social media and advertisement to attract the new customer, and they can also collect the data from the traffic that was going on inside their social media. That's another way that they can do the research. So one thing that, so in conclusion, I say that in this case study, Trader Joe was not conduct the marketing research to solve any problem. As mentioned in the study case, they do not have much of that problem, but they conduct research and they get their numbers to be able to understand on the customers and environment of the store. And also they conduct the marketing research to find the relationship between a level of education of the target market and customer choice. So they found that there are positive correlation between them. The customer tends to come to their store. The customer tend to have education, and they are able to try something new that fit right for their products, and to be able to understand their customer better. That's what they conduct their marketing research for. And yeah, and one thing that I learned that they the marketing research is not only for solving a problem, but it can help you to be able to understand your customer better, and help company with growth to be able to understand customers and to boost the sale inside the company. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.